Alright guys, so I got my profile pretty much done. Just a note, if you can see over here, this is about 3/16 inch stock. Okay, handle's pretty heavy. I did manage to get the handle done, looks pretty good. But now I gotta put the holes in. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 3/16 inch holes and then about a 1/2 inch to hollow out the handle. And I'm going to do a 1/4 inch lanyard, pretty standard. So I just measured out the center, and because it's a drop line, I also put the drop line in there, and then I also put the 1/4 inch hole above the drop line. So what I'm going to do now, just to make sure my drill is okay, I got my automatic punch, and that's all you got to do. Find the center of your line, push down, makes a little divot in the metal. It's not a big deal, but you know, it'll keep your drill bit from walking on you. So if your drill bits are a little used or worn, or you know, maybe your chuck is not all that great anymore, a little thing like that will keep it from walking on you. Alright guys, there you go, Louisiana Prepper. I hope I met all your expectations. I understood that you wanted a knife like Misty Shooters, but you wanted the tip a little bit different. So I came up with this design, just a couple design features. Now, the scales are off. This is just to save time. I'm going to put scales on there when they come back from heat treat. But I wanted you to get the overall idea of the knife. I did skeletonize the handle a little bit. You did get very lucky though, because instead of 5/32, I gave you the 3/16 stock, so it's a little bit heavier, and that was just completely by accident. I just grabbed the wrong piece of stock, but that's okay. I mean, it's going to be a little bit thicker. I'm talking millimeters, so don't worry about it. It's not like it's 1/4 inch or anything, but a couple features right here. These are 3/16 inch holes, and that's where the micarta piece is going to go on top, and then I'm going to put pins in there. The skeletonized you won't see, but because these holes are here, it actually makes it a little bit lighter. This is a 1/4 inch hole for a lanyard, so if you can imagine the piece all together, and that hole will be there for the lanyard. Okay. I did do a little bit different. I know you wanted a tip that was a little bit different. Basically, it's a round tanto edge. Tanto is more likely a Japanese type style, but what I like to do is, instead of just making it straight, I kind of round it out a little bit. This is a straight knife all the way here. It stops here and it rounds out. Also, if you can see the drop point as well. Alright, I went here and then I drop pointed it as well. 3/16, like I said, all the way around. The only difference that I did with this knife though is I beveled the front tip, okay, and the idea is, I don't know if you could see that, if it's noticeable right there, but what I did is I narrowed the tip of the knife, okay, and the reason I did that is because not only can you cut this way, but you can cut this way a lot smoother. Typically on most tanto knives, I got one right here that I bought from, you know, China-made piece of junk. If you see on this tanto knife right here, you see how thick this point is? Well, if it's completely thick and this isn't beveled very well, there's going to be you know, this much cutting space. So what I did is I brought it all the way back here so you can cut kind of smoothly, and that's why I did that. Also, it does do a little bit of reduction on the knife blade itself, so it's a little bit lighter, but this is really good balancing blade. I mean, if you can see right there, right on the ricasso, really easy to balance. Once I do put the handles on, it'll be a little bit heavier in the back, but I mean, overall, we're looking at maybe 10 ounces for a knife. It's not bad. We have 6 inches on the blade. and 5 1/4 on the back. Okay, so that's pretty good. I mean, you're looking at 11 1/4 inches for a full overall knife, and the knife blade itself is 1.5 inches thick. So pretty good, decent overall. I hope you like the modifications I made.